Technology, Kashmir, and in association with Mutual Funds of India. We have in this session a revered speaker, Mr. Suryakant Sharma, Senior Consultant and former DGM SBEI India, who will enlighten us with his talk on financial empowerment through wealth creation. Now it's my pleasure to welcome our chief guest of the program, Professor Muhammad Farooq Bakal, Dean, College of Temperate, Sericulture, Sher-e-Kashmir, University of Agriculture, Science and Technology of Kashmir. So I request Professor Muhammad Farooq Bakal to kindly inaugurate the session and enlighten us in this program with his words of wisdom. Professor Muhammad Farooq Bakal.
Okay, Dr. Zafar, thank you very much. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, sure.
Okay, good evening to all of you. So first of all, I welcome you all to this webinar which has been hosted by College of Temperate Sericulture. This is in fact Professor Bakal, Associate Dean of the College of Temperate Sericulture, and which is one of the cornerstone units of Sher-e-Kashmir University of Agricultural Science and Technology of Kashmir. Our university is 4th best state agriculture university, which has been accredited as Grade A by Indian Council of Agriculture Research, and it enjoys it is in the rank of rather band of 11 to 50 insofar as innovation band is concerned. Our college is basically associated with temperate sericulture research, and besides, of course, we have a mandate of what you call teaching and extension. At this point of time, we have almost 130 students which are studying at different levels of their studies. Some of them are at BSc level, and of course, some of them are undergoing their MSc, and some, of course, as PhD as well. Anyway, you all know, friends, that in view of changing global scenario, coupled with what you call technological breakthrough in almost every sphere of life, every one of us is supposed to be aware of what is happening around us. And probably we are also witness to the fact that Reserve Bank of India and of course other banks, rather the associates banks of different states, have liberalized their policy with an aim to come to the rescue of customers, enabling them to improve their living standard. Now many companies have also come, and day in and day out, we people are witness to the fact that different companies from different nook and corners of our country are creeping into the system. So some of the companies we know, our investors are being duped on one pretext or the other. Now, this is where the role of AMFI, I believe, has started getting in, just for the safety of our customers who are in the process, either who have been duped or who are in the process of being duped. This AMFI, which is what you call as Association of Mutual Funds of India, is an agency which is dedicated to developmental funds, industry on professional, healthy and ethical lines, with an initiative to protect the interest of our stakeholders who come from different positions. This is the company which is, I believe, rather has an interest of guiding our customers to just allocate their portfolios in different banks, just for the purpose of ensuring the safeguard of their what you call as portfolio, or which in very simpler terms we call as financial management. We are conducting this seminar indeed with an intention, so that our people, be it a student or be it any money person or be it a normal person who has a very limited source of income, how exactly he will be in a position to invest it and where exactly he needs to invest it. Because at the end of the day, we are very particular about what we are investing. We will have to reap the dividends. But nowadays, what has been, in fact, I am one of the victims who was duped by one of the companies that was probably tea company. Sabzar Saab, if he is there, he will bear me out. I talked to him number of times. I was that time at house at Mysore. The company promised very good things, and finally, at the end of the day, the company, duped all the customers. So, with a view to safeguard all these things, and how exactly an individual is supposed to financially, rather manage his financial resources, which is, of course, one of the most hot topics and debatable issues nowadays, and how exactly one will be in a position to secure their hard-earned finances in a most lucid and better way. Probably we are going to talk about that today in the detail. And it gives me immense pleasure that we have been in a position to convey this webinar with the active intervention of AMFI, AMFI, which will be in a position to, throw light on various aspects of the financial management. But before I just close it up, it is my, it's rather my mandatory on my part to introduce our today's guest speaker, Mr. Sharma. So I will be briefly talking about him. Mr. Suryakant Sharma is a commerce graduate and has a master's in law to his credit with a specialization in corporate law. He is also Chartered Associate of Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. Shri Sharma has almost 35 years as experience in banking and finance and securities market, and had initially served in a leading financial institution, thereafter in Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Finance, Government of India, and finally, right now, he is probably working in SEBI, that is Security Exchange Board of India. When he was under the supervision, more than 15,000 financial literacy and investor awareness programs Mr. Sharma has conducted across North India, and he himself had addressed a guest speaker in more than almost 600 programs. Since May 2019, Shri Sharma has interacted with lakhs of investors and potential investors, rather students, to put it in a lucid way, through more than 500 investor awareness webinars and programs across the country, and that too in very reputed organizations, say research institutions, leading educational and professional institutions, corporate, startups, women-centric NGOs, and others. So with this vast experience, which Mr. Suryakant Sharma has to his credit, we are fortunate enough to hear him. And at the end of the day, we'll see after hearing him how best we'll be in a position to guide our financial management, how best we'll be in a position to allocate our portfolios in different sectors, so that at the end of the day, we will be in a position to reap the benefit. So with this short, brief, I just hand over floor to Mr. Suryakant Sharma for further proceedings. Thank you very much. Over to Dr. Zafar.
Thank you very much, sir, for your words of wisdom. Now, it's requested that our guest speaker may come in and kindly continue this session.
Thank you, respected Dean. Thanks, Dr. Jafar, all participants. Honestly, I am honored to be with you, all of you today. And Dr. Dean has been very, very lucid and intelligent in portraying before you the purpose of this program. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And you are absolutely right, sir. Before I start my session, I salute you that you are absolutely right that there are lakhs of people who are duping general public, lakhs of entities even who are duping general public. But why they are able to do the general public? Dr. Jafar, have you given a thought to it? Respected Dean, sir, the only reason we are duped is that we are not aware.
True.
Only reason that we are duped is that we don't want to ask 100 questions to them why why you are taking our money and promising us a higher return. They can't do it, sir. The greed is the main reason, Dr. Jafar, you will appreciate. Only greed put people in losses. If we don't have greed, the so-called fraud people, I am using very harsh for Dr. Dean, sir, for those people. They are frauds. And why they are duping it? Because we are not aware. Because we are not aware.
There's absolute lack of knowledge on our part, sir.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes. That is why these programs, sir.
Yeah.
The purpose of these programs are just to sensitize our youth that they should be alert, they should be aware, they should ask 100 questions to anybody before investing or putting a single penny in any product. Because we have got right to ask questions, my dear friends, because it is your money. It is your hard-earned money. And whatever money we have saved because of sacrificing of lot of things with Dr. Jafar. That is why I request my friends, my young participants, particularly Dean sir, that you can make money out of your money by investment, provided you are alert, provided you are aware, and provided you ask thousands of questions to anybody who is seeking your money for investment. And if you do so, I can say you with confidence that these fraud people will not be able to dupe even a single person. And Dean sir, we dream that in our life, a day will come when these fraud people will literally disappear from the market.
Inshallah, very good.
But it will. But again, at the same time, we have to be all the time aware and alert.
Exactly.
Now I start. Sorry, sir. I touch your points which you have rightly mentioned in your inauguration speech. And now as far as today's session is concerned, Dr. Jafar, that my session is devoted, Dean sir, that how I can make money out of my money. My session is not devoted how I can earn money. That I am leaving it to you, sir, to engage and skillfully develop your students how they can earn money. My session will start when you have stopped your role. That is, you have equipped your students to earn the money. And when we earn money, my dear friends, a majority of our earning, Dr. Jafar, normally goes into taking care of our normal expenses, monthly expenses, basic travel, utility bills, thousands of other heads are there where we normally spend money or which we earn. But Dean sir, you will appreciate that we Indians, and for that matter, South Asian people, have got a very unique habit. That is, we save money even after sacrificing a lot of things. And we should be proud of it, Professor Farooq, that we are still one of the best savers in the world.
True, very true.
Because saving is in our blood. It is in our DNA. We save the money. But unfortunately, we are not trained. We are not attuned to manage our money, to manage our savings. And there we have failed. And that failure has cost us very dearly, my dear friends. Because saving money is one part only. Of course, very important part, dear Dean sir. Unless until you save, how you can make money out of your money. So saving is the first step and very important step, my dear friends. But 2-3 things I want to tell all of you regarding saving. First, Dr. Jafar, I want to request you, whatever has gone. From today, that is 23rd September, Dr. Jafar, a new chapter should begin in your life. And not, I'm not requesting to Dean sir because he is such a mature person. But to Dr. Jafar and young people, I want to request, today should be the new chapter in your life, because 2-3 things I want to request you about saving first. Then I come to other aspects of the investment. Start saving right from the day you start earning. And normally, Dean sir, we normally have lost 4 or 5 precious initial year of life. We are very casual. Let us enjoy with my money. I have started earning. I will start saving after 4 or 5 years. What hell will fall on us if we don't save today? These are mere excuses, my dear friends. My request to you all of is very simple, Dr. Jafar. Start saving right from the first day when you start earning. And today is the first day, Dr. Zafar, for you.
Yes,
Not only
exactly.
for you, but all my young participants, younger generation.
Yes, exactly.
Second thing I want to request you, be regular in saving. It should not happen, which we did a blunder. Dean sir, I appreciate, I accept my mistake. I don't know whether you will appreciate or not, but I accept my mistake that we were casual in saving. Sometime we saved, other time we didn't save.
We did not. Yes.
That was a mistake on our part. But Dr. Jafar, you and your young participant should be very, very regular and religious in saving every month, come what may. Of course, the amount of saving might vary because of the change of circumstances in a few months or in a particular month. But what my emphasis is, you should be very regular in saving, and you should develop a habit of saving. And Dean sir is a seasoned person; he will appreciate that developing the habit takes some time, sometime a month, sometime even some years. But once a habit is developed, then it is in our blood. We will start saving. So develop a habit of saving every month. And third and last thing, my dear friends, I want to request you about saving is keep increasing your saving with the increase in income. And definitely, Dean sir, our income will increase. Even when we are in service or job, we get increment every year. We get some allowances increase in every year. Or even when you are in private job, your package get increased. Even when you are in business, your profit get increased. Even when you are in profession, your profession we get increased every year. So with the increase in income, you must keep increasing your saving as well. These very simple and normal things I have told you about saving, Dr. Jafar, but these small things are going to change your life forever. So please do give importance to the saving, to the regular saving, to the increased saving.
Very right, sir. Very right.
Thank you, sir. Now the question arises, Dr. Jafar, what to do with the savings which we do? What to do? We are saving, we have saved. What to do? Dean sir, there are two options available to all of us. The first option, which a foolish person like will only do, and no educated person should know that, go for that option. That is, I am religiously saving every month, Dr. Jafar. But what foolishly I am doing, I am keeping my saved amount in a box at home, in a currency, and feel happy that I am saving. This is a crime, my dear friend. I'm using, Dean sir, I'm using very harsh word, but this is a crime. Saving or keeping your saving at home in currency is a crime, and crime not only to yourself, not only to your family, Dr. Jafar, but to our country as a whole. Because we are taking money out of circulation.
Correct.
More money in circulation, more people will get benefit. If I spend 100 rupees, I purchase something, then the seller will get benefit of it. Then the manufacturer will get benefit of it. Then the worker will get benefited out of it. That is why circulation of money is very, very important for expansion of economy. And we should contribute to it. But what opposite we normally do, we keep our saving at home. So please, second thing I want to request to all of you.
And finally, sorry for intervention, sir. Finally, once demonetization is announced, we just have to harp upon the issue, isn't it?
Absolutely, sir. Sir, demonetization, you might remember, Dr. Jafar, when Prime Minister announced demonetization all of a sudden.
Yes.
Can you remember from where money came out? Not from Mukesh Ambani, not from any big industrialist. Money came out from the kitchen boxes of our families. Because our female members have a habit of saving, but keeping it at home only. And that too, Dr. Jafar, Professor Dean sir, secretly. They will even not have mentioned to our family that they have saved this amount. Whenever we ask them, we need some money, they will simply say, I don't have any money. From where I should have money? But when Prime Minister announced demonetization, they came out with lakhs of rupees. And Prime Minister had to say that up to 3 lakhs of rupees you can deposit, there will be no inquiry. Why? Why? Because saving was in our blood, but unfortunately we were keeping our saving at home. That is not a wise thing. Now, next question arises: what to do with the savings? What we should do? And I'm very happy, Dean sir, that you have thought of such program for your students and faculty members, because you could have thought what for we should go for all these financial literacy and all these things. Let some program on agriculture, let some program on the subject. But I salute you that you thought of giving this idea to your participants and students, that money is also very important and we should understand, and we should become master of managing our money. That is equally important. So what we should do, my dear Dr. Jafar, that we should put our money in some product. And process of putting our money, Dr. Jafar, is called investment. So saving is the first step, my dear friends. Investment is the second step. Of course, without saving, what you will invest. That is why the most important part of our success is that we should save. And one more thing I want to tell Dr. Jafar. Suppose I save 500 rupees, I might be able to make 50,000 after 10-15 years. If I save 5,000 rupees, I might be able to more than 10-50 lakhs. If I save 50,000, then I would be able to make 50 lakhs or so. So saving amount is equally important. That is why it is very necessary that we should try to save as much as we can. Of course, it is not easy. I do appreciate some might not have good salary, some might have a lot of family obligations, big family, all these things. That is there. But you should be very clear about the equation. More you save, better you will have in future. Yes. So saving is the first step, investment is the second step. So we should not only save, my dear friends, we should also invest, because only through investment, Dean sir, my money will make money for me. Only through investment, not through saving. But again, without saving, what you will invest? So saving is very important, but then you must not keep your saving idle.
Very true.
You should put your saving into some investment mode, and only through investment, my money will make money for me. And Dean sir, there are two sources of money for a normal middle class, salary class person. The first and prime source is the money which we earn, maybe through service, maybe through business, maybe through profession. So that is prime source. But my dear Dr. Jafar, there is another source. And that source we don't give importance to. But that is equally important. And other source, Dr. Jafar, is that whatever I have saved, that saving should also earn money for me. And unless and until you give equal importance to earning money on your savings through investment, you will not get prosperity, my dear friends. So the equation of prosperity, my definition, Dr. Jafar and Dean sir, is very simple. My prosperity doesn't mean to become a Mukesh Ambani or a big industrialist. My definition of prosperity, Dean sir, is very simple. I should have money to take care of my basic needs. I should have money to take care of my comfortable life, not only for me, but for my family. I should have money to take care of my normal desires of a human being. That is my prosperity. And that is my right. Prosperity is my right, my dear friends. We have got right to be prosper. And my dear, one more thing I will tell in the last thing. Prosperity is not luck. Dean sir, it is an effort.
Very true. Very true.
We can be prosper, everybody. I can say you with confidence, every individual can be prosper by sheer efforts, not by luck. Don't depend on luck. Try. Make efforts. Manage your money in a best possible way so that your money makes money and you can become prosper. So investment is the second step after saving. But unfortunately, my dear friends, middle class, salary class person, my dear Dr. Jafar, and normally we all belong to middle class, salary class person, mostly. Dean sir, we have saved money. We have invested our money somewhere. But even after that, most of the middle class, salary class person have just remained money accumulators. They don't become wealth creators. I'm using Dr. Jafar two words here: money accumulation and wealth creation. Money accumulation simply means that though I have invested my saving, but whatever return or income I have got on my investment is less than inflation and less than the tax which I have to pay. Normally it happens. I just give you an example, Dr. Jafar, that bank FD is also an investment. Normally people put their money in bank deposits. But Dr. Jafar, have you ever thought that bank deposit is not investment, honestly, in real sense? I'm underlying the word in real sense. Otherwise, it is an investment. Why? Because suppose, Dr. Jafar, I take your name and kindly permit me to take your name. One example I want to give all of you. Suppose,
Yeah,
Dr.
please,
Jafar,
please.
suppose, Dr. Jafar, you have got 1 lakh rupees with you and you go with a best 1 lakh bank FD with a J&K bank. And bank promises to give you 6% interest, suppose. After 1 year, when myself and Dean sir meet you and ask you, Dr. Jafar, what happened to your FD? What your answer will be? I have earned 6,000 rupees as bank interest income and bank has given back my money. I think your answer will be same, Dr. Jafar.
Very true. Yes, of course.
And you are happy. You are celebrating 6,000 rupees in income. You distributing sweets to your friends and colleagues. Dr. Jafar,
Yes.
Dr. Jafar, you are not right. Please understand what I want to tell you.
That's normally what we do, sir.
Absolutely, sir. That's why I'm telling
There
you,
is
sir.
absolute lack of awareness on the savings and investments.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, sir, what happened? Dr. Jafar has got 6,000 rupees of bank interest income and he's happy. But Dr. Jafar, you will appreciate that one more thing keep happening every day during 1 year. And what is that, Dr. Jafar? Could you remember? Inflation.
Yeah.
Inflation also keep increasing every day, sir.
That's we never think of.
Absolutely, sir. So no, suppose, sir, inflation rate is 5%. Suppose. What does it mean? It simply means that
But
last year, Dr. Jafar had not gone for bank FD and could have purchased some item or goods or might have availed some services out of 5,000 rupees. Out of 1 lakh rupees. Suppose, Dr. Jafar, the inflation rate has been 5% during this 1 year. What does it simply mean? That last year, whatever you could have purchased from 1 lakh rupees, after 1 year, Dr. Jafar, you will need to pay not 1 lakh rupees, but 1 lakh 5,000 rupees.
Yes.
Am I right, sir?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Right.
Now you see, in reality, Dr. Jafar, out of 6,000 which you earn as interest on your FD, 5,000 has silently been eaten by the inflation. Very silently. But you are still, what you will still say? No, okay, no problem, sir. 5,000 might have been eaten by the inflation. I still have 1,000 rupees with me. No, Dr. Jafar, one more aspect of the problem is there. That is, most of the return on investment, Dr. Jafar, is taxable. Very few products are there which income or investment is tax exempt. Mostly income on investment is also taxable, DN sir, you will appreciate. And for FD, the rule is very simple, Dr. Jafar. Whatever you earn as interest on your fixed deposit will be treated as your income and you will have to pay income tax as per your slab. Suppose you are in 20% bracket, then on 6,000 which you have earned as interest, my dear friend, you will have to pay 20% income tax also. And now, Dean sir, in our time, rule was same. But we were well aware. But we were well aware. छोड़ो ना, कौन सा income tax वाला घर पे हमारा लेने आएगा? We normally were not showing such interest income in our income tax return. But Dr. Jafar, unfortunate part is today is that because of technology, the moment you get credit of 6,000 rupees in your bank account of interest, automatically income tax people will be knowing it. So now you can't avoid it. You have to pay tax. So now you see the proposition, Dr. Jafar, you were very happy when you got 6,000 rupees as interest income. But in reality, my dear friends, and to all participants to understand, 5 out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten, and Dr. Jafar has to pay 1,200 rupees as income tax as well. Did you get anything?
Net loss 200 only.
Rather, you lost 200 rupees. That's a fact of our life. Most of the middle class, salary class person, we hardly earn any real return. Hardly earn. And I just take this example forward, Dr. Jafar. Suppose the interest rate has been 8%. Suppose. Then you will get 8,000 as in interest income. Again, keeping inflation at 5% out of 8,000, 5,000 will be eaten by the inflation. Again, 20% income tax on 8,000, that is 1,600. But even despite taking care of inflation and income tax, Dr. Jafar, you have got surplus of 1,400. 8,000 minus 5,000 minus 1,600. And this 1,400, Dr. Jafar, is your real return when you earn 8% interest and the inflation rate was 5%. So what I want to convey, my dear friends, here to all of you, unless and until you earn some real return on your investment, and the formula of real return, Dr. Jafar, I want to tell you now, real return equal to notional return minus inflation minus tax liability, if any. In the first scenario, there was no real return, rather loss of 200 rupees. In the second scenario, there was a real return of 1,400. So what I want to request all of you, my dear friends, when you start earning and when you start investing your money, you should make sincere efforts to see that you earn some real return on all your investment. Try, sincerely try. Because only real return, DN sir, is going to create wealth for you, not the 6,000, not the 8,000. In the first scenario, no real return. In the second scenario, only 1,400. So please try to understand that you have to earn some real return on your investment. But one thing I want to ask you, Dean sir, why it was the case that most of the middle class, salary class person were simply accumulating money? They were not making money out of investment. Sir, reason was there and reason still is there. And that reason lies in our mind, sir. And the reason, Dr. Jafar, is most of the middle class, salary class person don't want to take any risk in investment. Arey Baba, forget about risk. We want some safe investment. They say normally people when discuss with them about investment, their first query, sir, is it safe investment? If not, I will not. This is normal thing. Yes, that was the crux of the problem there. Because, my dear friends, in investment, risk is there, whether you accept it or not. Please do understand that in investment, risk is there. But so is the life, Dr. Jafar. In life also, risk is there. I'm talking to you today. We are seeing each other at least through this platform. But tomorrow, what will happen to us? Are we sure? Nobody can be sure. Life is pretty uncertain. That is why risk is there in life and so is the investment. So please understand and accept that in investment, risk is there. Of course, in some product, risk might be very high. In some product, risk might be moderate. In some product, risk might be even be low. But majority of the investment products, risk is there. So you have not to avoid risk, but to manage risk. Avoiding risk will not keep you somewhere else. Simply, you will simply accumulate money So you should not avoid taking risk. What you should do is managing your risk, minimizing your risk. That is very, very important. And yes, my dear friends, we can minimize your risk. We can manage your risk. How? Dr. Jafar, I just give you two-word formula. Only two words, not to you, but all participants. And the two words are think, understand, and invest. I have used only two words, Dr. Jafar. Think, understand, and invest. The first word I have used, Dr. Jafar, is think. What I have to think? I have to think two things about myself before taking any decision. And the first and important thing, Dr. Jafar, is what is my risk-taking capacity? How much risk I can take? And what is risk-taking capacity? Simply that some loss happens, I am okay, I can manage with that loss. That is my risk-taking capacity. So every individual has got different risk-taking capacity, Dr. Jafar. Why? Because our income is different, our family obligations are different, our social spectrum and environment is different. So you have got different risk appetite, Dr. Jafar. Deepak Kumar has got different one. Vignesh has got different one. Priya, everybody has got different risk appetite because our income is different, because our income is different, and because our family obligations are different. So you should take your investment decision strictly as per your risk appetite. And my dear friends, Dr. Jafar, I want to encourage you to take risk because you are young. I am not saying it to Dean sir. I will not encourage him to take risk. But I will encourage you, young people, to take risk because you have got age on your side. You have got still 30-40 years to go. If anything happens, if you make any mistake in investment, that is very natural. We always make mistake in our life. That can be one of them. So if you make any mistake in investment, let it be. You can rectify that mistake and carry it on. Go for another investment. So you are those who are young, Dean sir, I keep telling them they are very lucky. And they should take risk, but risk should be calculated. It should not be a blind risk. And calculated simply means looking at your risk appetite and understanding the product where you are investing.
Yeah.
So first thing is take risk as per your risk appetite in investment. And second thing, Dr. Jafar, I want to tell all of you, you have to invest as per your time horizon of investment. And what is time horizon of investment, Dr. Jafar? It simply means that you should have money when you need the money. Suppose you are planning to go to Switzerland with the family after 5 years. And for that, you have started saving and investing. But you are investing your saving in a product which will give you return after 10 years. Your plan to go to Switzerland is after 5 years, but you are putting your saving into a product which will give you return after 10 years. So that will be a mismatch. You will not be giving money after 5 years. That is why the second thing you have to see all the time is you should invest in such a manner that whenever you need the money for major things in your life, you should have money. And that can be possible only through time horizon of investment. And how it can be done, Dr. Jafar? I just give you one request I want to make, Dr. Jafar, to you. And throw you to all the participants, not to Dean sir. Again, I'm excluding Dean sir again and again because we are in different category now because of age only. No other reason, sir. No other reason, but only because of the age factor. Next Sunday, Dr. Jafar, you sit with your family. Take a paper. On the paper, make 3 columns. First column, second column, and 3 columns. In the first column, Dr. Jafar, jot down all the major happenings or milestones in your life. And normally, Dr. Jafar, what are the major things in our life? Middle class, early class person I'm talking to. The first for which money will be required, the first major thing, Dr. Jafar, would be marriage. If you are unmarried, if somebody is unmarried, then the major requirement of money will happen when you got married. Second thing is birth of the children, celebration, naturally you will need money. Third major thing, Dr. Jafar, purchase or acquisition of a house for the family, that is very natural, but for that you will need huge money. Fourth might be purchase of four-wheeler if you don't have by now.
Exactly.
Fifth might be, Dr. Jafar, going on vacation. Dean sir, going on vacation was not a norm in our life. But now young generation, it is a very normal thing. Every 5 years or 3 years, they want to go on vacation. Not only national vacation, but international vacation. But for that, you will need money, my dear friends. After that, a big thing will happen in your life, Dr. Jafar. Higher education and professional education of children.
Yeah,
Every
exactly.
parent, Dean sir, will appreciate. Every parent's like that his or her kids get the best higher education and professional education. But for that, Dean sir, they will need huge money. Once their education is over, marriage of the children, normal thing, again, need of money. And lastly, and very importantly, living in retirement life, Dean sir, they will need huge money. And normally in majority of the states now, normal pension is not there. Dean sir, we are very lucky. If you are in, I don't know whether your institution is a government institution or private institution.
But we do get pension.
And that's why but younger generation might not be getting it.
Yeah, we are under NPS, sir.
Exactly.
Yes,
Normal pension is not there. NPS is a different type of pension, my dear friend.
Yes, exactly.
That is not a normal pension which we get every 6 months. We get DA allowance, DA increase, and after certain revision also we got increase. That will not be happening in NPS. As of now, it is a fixed pension. So for retirement life also, you will need huge money. From where it will come? That is why in the first column, my dear friend, you jot down all the milestones in your life for which you will need money. In the second column, Dr. Jafar, just start giving them the time frame when that milestone might happen in your life. Suppose somebody said that I am not married, likely to be married after 2 years, put it 2 years against marriage. Likewise, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, 15 year, 25 year, 30. Keep giving the time frame to major milestones which we have just discussed. And last column, Dr. Jafar, very important column. Now start putting the money which you will need for each milestone. Suppose, Dr. Jafar, somebody says that he is not married and he is likely to be married after 2 years. And he will need minimum 5 lakhs rupees for the marriage. So put it 5 lakhs rupees against marriage. But Dr. Jafar, Dean sir knows it very well. It will not be 5 lakhs. Today you are thinking that 5 lakhs will be okay for marriage. But because of inflation, it might be 5.50 lakhs. Cost of everything will increase. So please keep factor in inflation also in the last column. Two very important things, Dr. Jafar, I want to discuss with you and throw you to all the participants. Dr. Jafar, can you tell me what is now the normal cost of MBA degree from a reputed management institute today? Normal. Around 20 lakhs, 15 to 20 lakhs?
Yeah, it's more than 15 lakhs, sir.
Normal today. But Dr. Jafar, when your children will go for higher education for MBA after 20-25 years, have you ever thought what will be the cost of MBA degree? The MBA degree, Dean sir, which is costing 20 lakhs today, will cost not less than 2 crore rupees after 25 years. Please do understand what I am saying. Because of inflation, because of inflation, the MBA degree, Dr. Jafar, which is costing around 20 lakhs today, will cost you not less than 2 crore rupees per child. Suppose you have 2 children, 4 crore only for your higher study of your children. Now, retirement thing I want to tell you. Dr. Jafar, suppose your age is 30. Suppose you must be around that age. Suppose your age is 30 and you say that you are managing your monthly expenses with 30,000 today. But Dean sir, when Dr. Jafar will become 60 after 30 years, Dr. Jafar, for the same standard of living, Dr. Jafar, you will need not less than 2 lakh rupees per month. because of
True.
inflation. Because of inflation, 2 lakh rupees per month at the time of retirement, in the first month of retirement. 2 lakhs per month simply means, Dr. Jafar, literally 25 lakhs per year. From where money will come? I know Dr. Jafar was telling me, sir, Dean sir, before the program, that sir, I have decided to go to Amitabh Bachchan KVC show and I will get first prize of 7 crore rupees. Congratulations to you, sir. All the best. But of course, Dr. Jafar has taken care of his needs. But what about the lakhs of others? All will not win 7 crore rupees.
And all will not go to KBC.
Absolutely, sir. So now I want to tell you, all can have 10 to 12 crore rupees which will be required for your milestone, Dr. Jafar. Now I can give you confidence. All you can have 10 to 12 crore rupees in your life, provided you start sincerely working on your maximum saving and converting your saving into investment right at the first month of your career, and continue it with that rhythm and tempo. If you do it, I can give you with confidence, my dear friends, you all can have 10 to 12 crore rupees. So the choice is yours. The option is yours. If you are casual in saving, if you are casual in investing, then you will find it very difficult to manage 10 to 12 crore rupees in your life. But if you are very sincere, if you are regular, if you are disciplined, and you are alert, and you are aware about savings and investment, you all can have 10 to 12 crore rupees. And Dr. Jafar, the chart which we have just that is called finance. I will encourage all of your young participants, Dr. Jafar, please do develop your financial plan. Please do develop your financial plan. And financial plan making is very simple thing, Dr. Jafar. Just I have discussed with you. Sit with your family, make a chart of it. Because by financial plan, Dr. Jafar, you will have clear picture of your financial goals. You will have clear picture of or monetary needs in your life for major things. That is why I will request all of you, my dear friends, please do develop your financial plan. Because financial plan will crystallize your financial goals. And Dean sir, psychologists say that those who have defined goals in their life, maybe financial, maybe non-financial, those who have defined goals in their life, they work hard to achieve those goals. So have
True.
goals. Have goals, my dear friends. Have financial goals. Because once you have financial goals, then you will naturally work hard for saving and investment. So please do develop your financial plan. That is very, very important. And last thing I want to tell you about investment, Dean sir, to them, that is power of compounding. And my Dr. Jafar, power of compounding is 8th wonder of the world. Please do understand the importance of power of compounding. And what is power of compounding, Dr. Jafar, in investment? Simply speaking, you will have to make a promise with yourself, not with others, with yourself only. And what will be the promise? Whenever I get or earn some return on my investment. And naturally, Dr. Jafar, when you will save an investment, you will definitely earn return on your investment. Not today, not tomorrow, Dean sir, but after 1 year, after 2 years, after 3 years, naturally you will start earning return on your investment. So whenever I earned return on my investment, I will religiously reinvest that return. I will not consume that return for my personal needs. This promise has to be made with yourself. And Dr. Jafar, it is not an easy promise to make. Saying yes, we should do is very easy. But then making this promise happen in your life is a tough thing. Because suppose Dr. Jafar, after 5 or 10 years, suppose after 10 years, you earn a handsome return of 5 lakhs rupees on one of your investments. And you have promised yourself that I will keep reinvesting my return for next 20 years. I will not touch that return. I will simply keep reinvesting whenever I get return. So suppose after 5 years, you earn 5 lakhs rupees. Now you have decided to reinvest it. But Dr. Jafar, whole family will be behind you. Are chodo na. You have earned 5 lakhs rupees. Let us go to Switzerland. Let us enjoy this return. But at that time, Dr. Jafar, you have to be very clear. No, I will need to reinvest this 5 lakhs rupees for another term. We will try to manage Switzerland tour from other efforts. But this 5 lakhs rupees will be reinvested. This discipline and this commitment to yourself is a must. Because if you do it, Dr. Jafar, for 15, 20 years together, every time reinvesting your return on investment, after 15, 20 years, Dr. Jafar, you may not remember my name, but you will remember my words. After 15, 20 years, your return portion will be much, much bigger than your original investment. But Dean sir, that will be happening not today, not tomorrow, not in 1 or 2 years, my dear friends. It will be happening after 15, 20 years. That is why power of compounding is eighth wonder of the world. More time you give your investment to grow, higher will be the return, because power of compounding will come into play. So please religiously follow power of compounding in your investment. Now, Dr. Jafar, you might be interested to know whatever we have just discussed so far are the basics of investment. Importance of saving, conversion of saving into investment, real return, risk management, financial planning, and power of compounding. And Dean sir, you will appreciate that these are the basics of a successful investment. That is why I have taken much of your time in explaining to you these are the basic funda of your investment success. Now definitely you will like to know where to invest. What are the avenues available for us to investment? There are 2-3 categories I just want to tell you in very brief. The first category, Dr. Jafar, is governmental small saving scheme. Government has started some small saving scheme like PPF, like National Saving Certificate, like Kisan Vikas Patra, like Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, and then post office and banks have got small saving schemes. So you should invest some of your money in governmental small saving scheme. Of course, there the return may not be higher. Reasonable return will be there, but Dean sir, there will be absolute security.
Sure returns, yes.
Come what may. Whatever promise has been made to you by the government of the return, that will be given to you without any risk. And I feel, Dean sir, a normal middle class, salary class person, particularly young person even, they should invest around 15 to 20% of their total investment in such schemes. Because we should equally be concerned about the safety of the money. But you should not be overly worried about the safety of the money. 15-20% is okay. But Dean sir and myself, we should have reversed the trend. We should have 90% of our saving into safe products only. Because we can't take risk now, my dear friends. That luxury we don't have now. But you people should have. You should take risk. At the beginning, I had told you, you can take risk, not me and Dean sir at this age of life. So, governmental schemes are there where you can invest. Second category is gold, where we can invest. And historically, Dean sir, in our families, particularly our female members of the family, they are passionate about gold.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, we appreciate it. We accept it. And it is not today, sir. For centuries together, it is there. Indian middle class, salary class person, Dean sir, you might be happy to know that out of the total gold available with the middle class, salary class person across globe, Dean sir, 15% of that gold is with Indian middle class, salary class persons. Why? Why? Because for centuries together, we have been accumulating gold. And normally we don't sell the gold in our lifetime. What we typically do, Dr. Jafar, we hand over the gold to our next generation. Normally. But but suppose in case of emergency or in case of, suppose you want to, now your younger generation want new design and you want to sell the gold, that it is a losing proposition, Dr. Jafar. Because suppose you go to the jeweler and say that I had purchased this gold jewelry before 10 years, now I want to sell it to you. What his answer will be, sir, Dr. Jafar? Okay, sir, I will take this gold jewelry back, but then there will be cut off 30 to 40% of making charges. Then there will be cut off 5 to 10% of purity even. So literally 45 to 50% cut is there when we sell the jewelry. So that is a losing proposition. That is why government has come out with a very unique scheme, Dr. Jafar. You please note it down. And participants also, I will request all of you, please discuss this scheme with your parents at home, your elder sister, your sister-in-law, your mother. And this is a government scheme, no private scheme I am talking to. The name of the scheme, Dr. Jafar, is Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. SOVEREIGN. Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Very unique scheme introduced by the government of India, because now government wants that normal middle class, salary class person should not unnecessarily accumulate jewelry at home, because that is a losing proposition. And Dean sir, you might be aware that since purchasing of jewelry or gold is a passion for middle class, salary class female members, because demand is there, government has to import tons of gold every year, for which precious foreign exchange is given. Because we don't have gold mines, my dear Dr. Jafar, you might be aware that we don't have gold mines in India. But since demand is there, we have to import gold, for which we spend precious foreign exchange. That is why government now has come out with this unique scheme that is called Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. And this government has spelled out this scheme, Dr. Jafar, is that don't invest in physical gold now. Please invest in digital gold. This is a digital gold scheme, Dr. Jafar. And the conditions of this scheme, Dr. Jafar, is the tenure of the scheme is 8 years. You have to invest your money for 8 years. Minimum amount you can invest is 1 gram gold price, Dr. Jafar, and maximum you can invest is 4 kg gold. An individual can invest up minimum 1 gram gold price, maximum 4 kg gold price. And government is giving you two benefits, Dr. Jafar. First benefit is, for the next 8 years, government will give you 2.5% annual return on your investment. Suppose you have invested 1 lakh rupee, Dr. Jafar, then every year for the next 8 years, you will get 2,500 rupees credit in your bank account every year. But this is a small benefit. One bigger benefit is also there. That is, suppose, Dr. Jafar, today when you make the investment in this scheme and the gold price is 6,000 per gram or 60,000 10 gram. And after 8 years, Dr. Jafar, suppose the gold price increases to 80,000 10 gram or 8,000 per gram. Dean sir, you are aware that gold price are increasing for last 30-40 years.
Yes.
So suppose the gold price increased to 80,000 10 gram in 8 years. then government will give you refund, sir, at the rate of 80,000 10 gram. So whatever the increase in the gold price, that will also be given apart from 2.5% interest. And third benefit is also there, Dr. Jafar. No tax at all. Indexation benefit is there. So there will be no tax on 2,500 plus the amount of the difference of gold price at the time of purchase and selling. So this is a very unique scheme. Please get the details from the Google and share with your colleagues and your family members. If you are convinced, don't invest what I am saying. You should get convinced after getting details of the scheme. Third category where we can invest, Dr. Jafar, is share market. But Dean sir, you might have heard lot of times that share market is nothing but a speculation. Arey baba, satta bazari hai.
Satta bazari hai.
Normally people say like this, but it is wrong, sir. Share market is not a satta bazari or a speculation, but share bazaar, my dear friend, is purely knowledge-based market. And Dean sir, those who don't have knowledge of the market must not invest in security market directly.
Correct, sir.
I will tell them very clearly. Please never invest a single penny of your hard-earned money in security market directly, unless and until you have knowledge of the market. But there is an indirect way of investing also, my dear friend, that is called mutual fund. And Dean sir, mutual fund is nothing but indirect way of investing. You are not directly investing in any product. You are giving your money to the fund managers, who are experts of the security market. Naturally, Dr. Jafar will ask me, sir, why we could give our money to the experts? My dear friends, because of three reasons. The first reason is you are not experts. You don't have any knowledge of the market. The people to whom you are giving money are experts of the market. So their decision, Dean sir, are likely to be more appropriate than your decision. Because they are expert of the market.
Sure.
Second reason, you don't have time. You have got full-time job and then family to look after. So you don't have time to constantly monitor your investments. They people are job for 24 hours.
Yes,
they people are doing this thing only. That is, they are on the job on the side. And thirdly, my dear friends, Dr. Jafar, you don't have any experience of investment management. But they people have got experience of 20-25 years of managing money. Because of three reasons, Dr. Jafar, they are likely to better invest your money in more beneficial way than you can. But again, they are not gods. They are simply experts. Dr. Dean sir, you will appreciate. And experts can also make mistake.
Exactly.
So I'm not saying that they are gods. They will always make right decision. No. Because one more reason is there. The market is totally unpredictable. How market will behave tomorrow, Dr. Jafar, nobody in the world can say.
Nobody knows, yes.
Nobody in the world can say, whatever expertise you might have. Because market is totally unpredictable and market is dependent on lot of external factors. Not only on the performance of the company, but also on external factors. Suppose tomorrow the war between Russia and Ukraine aggravates all of a sudden and something big happens. Market will fall down all of a sudden. Or suppose tomorrow, happily, the war is over. The people agree to some settlement, war is over. Oh, market will go up like anything.
Sure, yes.
So that is external factors. So what I want to tell you, mutual fund is dependent. Mutual fund is basically has also got risk. But broadly, it is calculated risk. And one more thing I want to tell you, my dear friends, if you are an investor for long term, Dr. Jafar, in all probability, you will not be losing money when you are a long term investor. And there are, because mutual fund is such a lengthy subject, Dean sir, I'm not in a position to summarize it in a short. Next time, if you are interested, Dr. Jafar, we will have a dedicated session on mutual fund on 2 hours. If you are interested, if your friends
Sure,
are interested.
sure, sir. Definitely, sir. Definitely.
But very briefly speaking, mutual fund has got 3 categories of broad categories of scheme. One is equity fund, Dr. Jafar, where your money will be invested into the equity share of the corporates, of the companies. And Dr. Jafar, the risk is very high there. But so is the reward. Dr. Jafar, you might not be knowing, last 10 years, most of the equity fund have given return between 15 to 18% average every year. Average return, not every year, but average return has been 15 to 80%. But risk is very high. And Dean sir, equity fund is suitable for young people because they can take high risk. And second precondition for equity fund, Dr. Jafar, you have to be long-term investor. More time you spend investing, higher will be the return. And the best way of investing in mutual fund, Dr. Jafar, is through SIP. SIP is a route of investment, is a way of investing only. Every scheme you can invest through a SIP is nothing. It is called systematic investment plan. And Dr. Jafar, SIP just like a recurring account you might have opened with bank and post offices. Every month you are depositing some money. So SIP is just like a recurring account. SIP just like a recurring account. And more time you spend through SIP in mutual fund investment, Dr. Jafar, higher will be the return. I just give you one example. And Dean sir, I want your name to take in this example. Kindly permit.
Please carry on, sir.
But you might not feel offended if I disclose the amount after the example. Just
it's okay. It's okay, sir. Please continue.
So, my dear Jafar, I am giving in this example, Dr. Jafar. It is not a story I am telling you. It is a fact. But I will not name the scheme because that will be unfair marketing of that scheme. But facts are, what I am telling you is a fact. And fact is that, Dr. Jafar, that in 1997, one mutual fund company started an equity fund. Equity fund simply means your money will be invested into the equity share. And Dean sir was very young at that time. In 90, of course, he is very young even today. But I'm not saying that you are not young today, sir. Your youthness is not related to your age. It is your mind, mental state.
So, absolutely young and dynamic, sir. Absolutely. Because of his efforts, we are here in this session.
Thank you very much, sir.
And particularly once we are hearing something about finance, you tend to become more younger.
So nice of you, sir. So nice of you. So a mutual fund company started an equity fund in 1997, and Dean sir started an SIP of 10,000 rupees per month. Means every month he was investing 10,000 rupees. Right from 1997, Dr. Jafar, and 2023 has come, and Dean sir has religiously been investing 10,000 rupees through SIP in that scheme. And during this period from 1997 to 2023, Dean sir, market might have gone up 100 times or market might have come down 100 times. But Dean sir was immune from market movement. And one thing I want to tell my dear participants, going up and down is the basic character of the market. Dean sir, market will always be go like this only. Sometime it might go up, other time it might go down, again it will go up. But in long term, market will always go up.
Mhm.
So Dean sir didn't bother at all about the movement of the market. He was religiously investing 10,000 rupees right from 1997 to 2023. And my dear friend, I again repeat, these are the facts I am telling you. Dean sir has literally invested 37 lakhs. If you calculate the amount, 10,000 multiplied by 12, multiplied by the years, it comes around, Dean sir, around 37 lakhs.
Mhm.
Dr. Jafar, are you interested to know how much Dean sir has got money?
Yes, exactly, sir.
Are you interested to know? Of course, Dean
Yes,
sir has
yes.
told me not to tell, but I will. Dr. Jafar, Dean sir has got now a corpus of 12 crore 68 lakhs.
Oh, a huge amount.
And it is a fact. I am telling you, again, I tell you, in private, I will tell you the name of the scheme even, not publicly, because that will be unfair marketing, which is not my intention. What my intention here, Dr. Jafar, is I want to encourage all of you to start investing regularly and
Exactly.
keep it for longer tenure, 15 years, 20, minimum 5 years, but ideally it should be 15 to 20 years. More time you give your investment to grow, higher will be the corpus.
I wish such kind of lecture could have been arranged well during 1997.
Sir, unfortunately, even I was not aware. Very honestly speaking. Because we were on the same footing at that time.
Very true, very true.
But now the time has changed, Dean sir. That is why I keep encouraging in my session to young generation.
Yes, 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 of course, yes.
You please be investor. Be investor, be a regular investor. Be a long-term investor. So what I want to tell you, through SIP, my dear friend, you can have very good corpus, but provided you are a long-term investor, provided you are alert and you keep analyzing your return every year. So mutual fund, next time when you give time, sir, I will in detail tell you everything about the mutual fund. Time is right to close the session. Last two things I want to tell you, my dear friends. And Dean sir, I will humbly request you also, never invest or give your money to the Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. Dean sir, it is a fraud.
Mhm.
Never. I keep telling in my session with utmost emphasis, we should not give a single penny to Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. And why we give, sir? Only because of greed. Because they people promise you doubling your money in 4 years. They promise giving you 20% return. Sir, that is not going to happen at all. They will simply vanish with your money.
Mhm.
So please, Dean sir, kindly take it as a social responsibility. Through your students, try to educate as much as people as we can that they should never invest their hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. And Dean sir, normally who invests in those schemes? Not you, not Dr. Jafar. Most of the educated person don't. Normally, people who don't have knowledge or not are educated, they give their money to them because of greed only. They feel, okay, my money will be double in 4 years. I will be getting 20% return where bank is given 6 or 7% only. But my dear friends, they will never give you such return. Nobody can give on the earth. They don't have any business model. They will continue to give the return or doubling your money, Dean sir, only when they get inflow of the money from the newer investor. The moment newer investors stop giving money, they will simply vanish.
Mhm.
That is why, please never invest your hard-earned money. And last thing I want to tell all of you, Dr. Jafar, to you and to all my participants, prosperity is your right, my dear friend. And Dean sir, my definition of prosperity, I have told you very clearly. My prosperity simply means I should have money for my basic needs. I should have money for my family obligations. I should have money for my comfortable life. I should have money for my normal desires. I included my family. That is my prosperity. And my dear friends, prosperity is not luck at all. Dean sir, unfortunately, I will use the word unfortunately, we heavily depend on luck. अरे बाबा खुदा देगा, अरे भगवान देगा. खुदा और भगवान आपको पैसा नहीं देगा, आपको मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. खुदा ने हमें जमीन पे भेज दिया है मेहनत करने के लिए, वो हमें करनी पड़ेगी. भगवान ने हमें भेज दिया है जमीन पे, हमें मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. And so prosperity is your right. It is not a luck. And my dear friends, the last thing I want to tell, Dean sir, there might be a few participants, might be, who think that they are not from rich family. They are not from wealthy family. Sometimes some taboo is there with some persons. And that might be reality even. But I want to tell them, sir, Dean sir, birth in a poor family is not a curse at all. गरीब घर में पैदा होना कोई भी गलत बात नहीं है. इट इज नॉट ए कर्स. लेकिन डीन सर, गरीब होकर जिंदा रहना, गरीब होकर मरना इज ए कर्स. लिविंग एज पुअर एंड डाई एज पुअर इज ए कर्स. एंड वी ऑल कैन अवॉइड दैट कर्स provided we sincerely work on our money in a most prudent and regular and disciplined manner. And if you do, and I promise you you do it, I can give you confidence that you will have reasonable money in your life for taking care of your family needs, for taking care of your desires, and for leading a comfortable life. So I wish you all the best. God bless you all. Khuda Hafiz.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for such a wonderful session and for sharing your vast experience and taking us to the journey of financial empowerment out of your rich experience. We are highly fascinated, sir, by the way you spoke or delivered your speech. But
before that, I want observation of Dean sir also.
Of course, yes. Of course, yes. Of course, yes. Dr. Zafar, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay. So before I request Dr. Zafar to say some words of thanks at the end, I would like to just, rather give my opinion. Well, indeed, it has been, of course, very informative session conducted by Mr. Suryakant sir. When he was talking during about the year 1997, I was reiterating in the very walls of my mind that there's a quote that I want to be a child again and again, something like that. Because at that point of time, I aware of the fact that such and such thing is going to happen. Probably at this time I would have been bigger than the biggie, as Suryakantji has narrated it. Anyway, and during the course of his speech, in fact, a couple of things came to my mind. That's one, it's quite unfortunate till date, I in person have been talking about savings, investment, and of course risk-taking capacity. But till date, I have miserably failed to understand the real meaning of these words in a veritable sense. Because had I been in a position to take these words in the real sense, probably my things at this point of time could have been altogether different. And I was pricking my conscience that now, probably time has gone when meanings of these words would have some profound influence upon me, because I believe that my innings are over. But at the same time, I am sure that those people, those youngsters who are yet to state their match, probably if they start this match in the way Mr. Suryakantji has advised them or advised us, probably at the end of the day, they will come as big winners. So at this point of time, they should inculcate in them the sense of investing, and that sense of investing in the true sense. So that at the end of the day, yes, they will not, in a bank parlance, as he has explained it at length, that if you do 1 lakh in a bank, at the end of the day, at the rate of 6%, they will give 6,000. You will at the end of the day come out with 1 lakh and 6,000. But keeping in the inflation which is takes place and the tax liability which is on our hovering on our head, and if you calculate it, the real sense, we are the losers. So better is that young generation should decide how exactly they will be in a position to manage their portfolio, because nowadays managing the portfolio is very important, because by that they will not be in a position to survive the very good standard of life, but at the end of the day they will be in a position to make certain programs which will not be fruitful for them but fruitful for their family as well. I thank Suryakant ji once again, but at the same time, I don't know whether today I am sleeping or not. Why this session was not called well before time, when probably I could also make some meaningful investment. But anyhow, that time has passed. I thank you all, and I also thank all the participants who are around. At the same time, I also convey my greetings, rather thanks to Sabzar Sahab, who has made it possible, because all the time he has been interacting with us about this program. I also thank some of the participants whom I can see, those are from the university as well. I thank them for being with us. And at the same time, I once again, my heartfelt thanks are to Mr. Suryakantji, who has made us and of course our students aware as to how nicely they can go for their financial management in most effective way. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you one and all. Over to Dr. Zafar.
Sir,
Yeah.
I am thankful to you particularly and Dr. Jaffar and all your team members for giving me opportunity. And I will be more than happy to come to your institute when I visit Srinagar. And when I
Welcome,
come to Srinagar,
welcome, sir.
I
Welcome.
will be more than happy to meet all of you. And
Welcome,
of course, you are very right. A special thank goes to Mr. Sabjar Ahmed for coordinating this event. Mr. Sabjar, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Now, any question from any
Thank you, sir.
participant?
Respected.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Jafar.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. I have one request to my associate dean, sir, that I am of the interest that we should have some more sessions on many other investments under mutual fund and all. I take permission from our dean, sir, here only, so that we are in a position to conduct such more
Yes.
webinars.
Yes, please look into possibility of that. We can ask our NAHEP team also. We can request them to, come into the play so that we may in a position to facilitate these sessions.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, our guest, revered speaker, for enlightening upon the detailed lecture on this. And you have guided us in a way, sir. I have no words. I'm short of words. Thank you very much, sir, for being the guest of the program, guest speaker of the program, and hope we will continue with your session, sir. Thank you very much. And at the same time, I thank Mr. Sabzar Ahmed also for making this event happen. Thank you very much. Thank you all participants for being with us today.
Thank you very much. Thank you to all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz. Thank you.
Dr. Jia, have you got any question, Dr. Jia? Mr. Sabjar, yeah.
We have one senior professor, Professor Ziaul Haq Rufai, sir.
Yeah, please
If
ask
you
the
have
question.
any questions, please come in.
Hello? Are you there?
Dr. Zia, please continue.
Mr. Sabjar, please unmute him.
No, it's not audible.
Okay. No.
Dr. Zia, please unmute your audio option, sir. Please, sir. Dr. Zia.
Please unmute. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
We are thankful to our dean, sir, also, who has arranged this beautiful lecture for us, and for you also. We are thankful that you have delivered a very nice lecture. But I will share the words of the dean also. It should have been for us earlier, so that we could have saved some money. Nevertheless, now, sir, what the opportunities you told for investment? One of them you told that regarding the gold, that sovereign gold bond scheme.
Yeah.
In that, sir, you told that don't invest in physical gold.
Yeah.
Where your good self told that once we go once again for selling the gold, they will detect a lot of things like making charges and other things. Now, at present, now we are having the sovereigns and we are having the gold biscuits. So I don't think that once we invest in them, whether anything is going to be deducted once we sell them.
Sir,
Why
firstly,
shouldn't we invest in purchasing those small 10
got your
gram
point.
biscuits,
Sir,
20
got your
gram
point.
biscuits?
Got your
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Firstly, in gold biscuit also making charges are there. Of course, less.
Yeah.
But there will be 5 to 7% making charges. You please go to and inquire with the jeweler. Secondly, sir.
Yes, sir.
Secondly, you will be getting 2.5% additional interest on your on gold, and which gold biscuit you will not get. Thirdly, keeping gold biscuit in physical form at home, it's nowadays we are scary of such thing, keeping gold at home. Or if you keep gold biscuit even in bank locker, you will have to pay annual charges of the bank locker.
Yes.
So these are the few benefits of the because it is a digital gold. Because you are literally owning a gold in digital form only.
Yeah.
With the benefits of interest, plus not keeping any burden or stress in your mind that some gold biscuit are at home. Or
Yes,
if you keep it at locker, definitely you will have to pay locker charges.
But sir, I think that for those who have who are not able to, who don't want to take so much risk, for them it is the best thing. So that their state of mind says that, okay, something is with me or something is in the locker.
No, sir. But there is no risk at all in sovereign gold bond. It is a government guarantee. It is not a private scheme. It is not a private scheme. I am not giving you any idea about the. Of course, digital gold in private is also there.
Yes, sir.
But I have not mentioned those schemes. I have mentioned only government scheme where there is no risk at all. 100% secure. 100% because it is a sovereign guarantee. It is a sovereign guarantee.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. So nice.
Thank you very much.
Thank you to all.